they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air.
So, on the way to the Wynn. So, I'm at the Wynn Casino now. We have 12 p.m. You can see it here in the back, I guess. I hope you can hear me, it's pretty loud. Yeah, I'm about to play the $200 10K guarantee. It's a daily tournament running from Sunday to Thursday. And yeah, will be also my very first time to play in the Wynn Casino. So, let's get it on, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, first break now in the tournament, as you can see in the back. We are still on the starting stack. Actually I was quite good, I almost doubled up, like 35k roundabout, so we start with 20k. I was up to 35k like after, like in the first couple of minutes. Then I went in one really interesting hand actually. I was in a small blind, it was ace king in spade. And the GTG player was limping, and he only had like 10.5k behind him, and he's a really like a bunker player, I call it. So he's just playing many hands, and he never raised any time before the flop. So I give him like a marginal made hand in the holdings, and everybody fought to me, and I raised to 1.6k, and I wanted to isolate the limper. Big blind calls, and then the limper goes all in. So was plan B. If he goes all in, I definitely shove over. So I also go all in, big blind folds. And long story short, he shows queens, I have ace king, so it's the typical coin flip. Flop comes, now it's getting interesting. Flop comes queen, queen, jack with 2 peak. So he make crots right away, of course, why not? And I got a word flush draw. Unfortunately, turn in river blank. I was thinking to take my one time, but it's too early in the tournament. I better keep it for later. Yeah, I lost around about 10.5k in this pot, but literally the next 3 hands, I just recovered all the 10,000s again. I'm pretty dominating this table. I'm back on the starting stack now. Yeah, it's the first break. Let's keep it going. And another thing I gotta tell you, just in a break now, I went to the toilet. And I think it was the most amazing toilet I've ever been on. And so it's my first time in the Wynn, and also my first time playing poker here. But I'm totally impressed. This casino is beautiful. This poker room is really nice. It's changed from the old poker room to the next to Allegro, what you see here. And it's next to the racetrack, it's over here somewhere. And it's beautiful casino. Also the staff is amazing, the tables, the chips, the cards. So really big, like jumps up on my favorite list, definitely like on top 5 definitely in the casinos in the world I played. And yeah, definitely if you're in Vegas, you have to come here, you have to play poker here. It's amazing.
While I'm riding this weird escalator, a hand review from after the break. We play 300-600 with an 18,000 effective stack. Low jack open up for 1200, it folds around to me. On the button I have pocket 10s, I raise to 3600 to isolate the razor, both blinds fold. The low jack now sinks for quite a while, so I know he's considering to go all in, but he's acting really unconfident, so I don't give him jacks or better. So the best hand I can see over there is ace king, ace queen, would be a flip, or maybe a worse ace like ace 10, ace 9, then that would be even in better shape. Or maybe a smaller pocket like 9s or 8s and he want to get it all in. After a minute and something, the low jack put his stack all in, and because I made my read already, I instant call and he shows ace queen off, so we go to a runout with me as slightly favorite with about 58%, and the flop comes 9-6-4 all rainbow. The turn is the 7 and the river is a safe jack, so I scoop a really big pot, brings me up to 70-80 big blinds, and I sitting there with a really healthy stack.
Okay, next small recap, next break. We got a table change, or the whole table from us got busted, so we had to split over and get to another table. Was pretty good for me actually. I get over with something with like 40-ish thousands or something, maybe a little bit less. But then I run crazy good. I got queens kicked somewhere from the table. I got aces kicked somewhere from the table. Collected chips like crazy. Ended up with 100k roundabout. Was chip leader. Just lost a little bit now at the end, but we lost another, I think 3 or 4 players or something. So running good. We have 17 players left, so 1 more to go. Then we have 2 tables left. Registration is closed now, so we should stay with 17 players. I'm right now with 84,000 or 85,000 in chips, and we have next blind level should be 1600 big blind, something like this. So I'm pretty good in the game. Have good reads, have a good image on the table, so we're going for the win. Should work. Let's see. Alright folks, break numero 3. So I don't know, we are like a million hours in the game already. So we have 9 left from 62 entrants. Final table will be with 8. The first 7 got paid. First was 3.9k in beautiful cash. So this is my goal. Still running really good, but also playing pretty good. Some good hands like I just called the all-in with ace-5 suited from the small blind. On the flop came ace-2-3 with 1 heart, and the smallest deck pushed all in. I called. He got 2 pair ace-3 on the flop, but then river gave me the 5, so another bigger, higher 2 pair. So took his chips. Now 9 left. Feel pretty confident. Play pretty good actually. The stacks, there's no really small stack right now. I really like the structure here. Play real poker. It's not like push and fold tournament. I really like that. Around about 40 big blinds deep on just before the final table. Yeah, let's see if we can keep running like this. Yeah, that's it. Alright, special effects going on here. Okay, so I'm busted from the tournament. Yeah, I got the 4th place from 62 entrants. I got the $964 for 200 combined. So profit roughly about 700. We decided when we get to the final table, the first 7 places got paid. We decided that everybody gives $30. So the 8th place get 240. So we're in the money right away. So let's say minus 30. I give some tips to the dealers. So roughly 700 profit in 7.5 hours game. Was good. Final table, the last six people was rough. Good players on the table. It was good. Was a lot of fun. I like this kind of table, so it's we still were like kind of deep in the stacks, like 20 and above big blinds. So there was also like real poker going on. It's not like it's only push or fold or something. Just to recap some hands from the final table. 6-handed, I got ace-10 on the button. The UTG is the chip leader, the big stack. The good player, he's opening, I think it was We played 4-8 at this moment, or 5-10 already. I think it was 5-10 already. And I got 16 big blinds, 160,000 in front of me. He opens for 20, like the min raise. The big blind is a kind of smaller stack. So I was thinking, like, if I push all in, maybe both fold, won't get that much. It would be nice if the big blind would jump mid in. So I just called in pre-flop. Both blinds folded. Flop came 10-6-3. Give me the top pair, top kicker. And UTG checks. And the pot was 55,000. I had 140 in front of me. So 14 big blinds. When I push it all in, I won't get caught. Maybe from jacks or queens or better. So I put 20,000 into like roughly 60,000 pot, because I wanted to get him to put me all in. That's what happened. He pushed me all in. I snap called, of course. He showed ace queen off. Runner turn in river was blank, so I doubled up on this one. It was quite nice. Then I was second in chips quite a while. We lost 2 players. I ran in another hand. I had to fold 2 times. Lost another 80k roundabout in this hand. So I got back to 14 big blinds at the end now. Button again, and the chip leader opens for another 20. I have pocket deuces with 140 in chips. I push all in. I give him any ace holdings. He can open with everything because he was like making pressure all the time. It's like exactly the right play you have to play. So even when he folded, I'm happy about the chips I can collect. And if he calls, I still have like decent equity. That was what I was thinking. But unfortunately, he called with pocket tens. Yeah. No, nothing on the flop, nothing on the turn, nothing on the river, and that was it for me. Pretty happy anyway for the run out. I'm playing for the win, so I'm not playing to get min cash or something. I'm playing for the win. One of the other players were asking for a deal. The big stack then said he won the first place. We can share the risk, but I said no deal because I'm not here for making deals. Don't get me wrong, it's good money. Definitely, but at the end, if I get 1k or 3k, 4k on this day, it doesn't matter for me that much. Of course, don't get me wrong, it's good money. I really want that money, but I'm planning ahead. I want to play like this spots, you know, like I want to go deep in the heads up, and I want to get familiar because this spots like last 4, like last 5, last 3 people heads up at the end. These are spots you won't play often. So if you get the chance, you have to play them. You have to study them because I want to go to the big tournaments. I want to make the big money, and you need to be prepared and you need to be like experienced in these situations, and that's my main goal. So I'm happy about the 1k. I would be even more happy about the 3k, but I don't make a deal for 1k more. For me, it's way more important, like the whole picture, where I want to be, how I want to grow as a poker player. So this is where I want to go, just to tell you. And yeah, but overall, quite nice. I put my name on the 1-3 list now. 2-5 is pretty full, so 1-3 is the next one I can play. The next one is available. So I will play there. I will go in for the max 500, I think. And then let's see what the other stacks look like. And then just grind 2, 3, 4 more hours. As long as I feel good. And then heading home. See you later.
Okay, this is the hand I didn't film. We have a new player on the table. He just sit down with $500 and he shows aggression right away from the start in the first few hands, always raising up and shows that he's a player. In this hand we are just four-handed. Some of the other guys went for toilet or whatever. And I'm in a small blind with 5-6 in hearts. I fill it up and the big blind, the new player, he decides to raise it up like he did before all the time to $15, and me with a playable hand, I always make the call. The flop comes 9-5-2 with 2 spades. I check over to him and he continuation bet with $20. I call with a lot of backdoor draws and we go to the turn. The turn is a 4, which is a good card for me. My 5 still could be good against a holding like ace-4 suited, for example, and it brings me some more outs for the backdoor straight. So I check over to him. He bets $45 into the $70 pot. He has some merit for a check raise since I turned some more equity, but if he just bluffing, then I would lose a lot of value right now. And if I river my straight, the 2 pair or trips, and he keeps barreling, then I would lose a lot of value right now. And since only better hands would continue on the turn, I just check behind the river and we go to the river, which pairs the board, which is also a good card for me because I have way more deuces in my holdings than he has, and the front door flush draw didn't get there, but I still only have marginal made hands. So I check over to him with the intention to call any recent bet size, and he put $90 into the $160 pots, which is a good price for me. And with all the information I had over this player, I figured out he has way more bluffs than he should be in his range. So I decided to call, and I was right. He shows king 7 of total bluff, and I scoop another nice pot over $300 something before I move over to the new table.
All right, time to call it a night. We have 1 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, cash game was running really good actually. The first table I played was like a long time table. It was running the all day, so it was like bigger stacks, but they didn't play at all, so they just stand there doing nothing. Then there was another table open up and I requested table change, and I got the chance to change the table right away then. And then this is a whole new table, whole new players, fresh money, fresh fish. And then yeah, this one went really good and really well. I get there with 380, so I made 80 plus on the first table. Run pretty well, made some good bluffs, had really good reads on the players, all like recreational players, beginners. So yeah, I cash out at the end 750, so also in cash game 450 plus. And yeah, good day, over 1k again. Like 1k day is always good. Plan for tomorrow. So I really like this tournament. Tomorrow, actually, I wanted to go to Planet Hollywood tomorrow, but this tournament is awesome, and I don't know if Planet Hollywood will be as good as this one, especially with the 10k guarantee. It's really nice, and the structure is awesome. So maybe I'm heading back tomorrow here and play the same tournament again, but I will check in the morning where I want to go, what's going on. So call it a night, get me some food, and that's it. Thanks guys.